We're like kind of at the halfway point now. It's been great. The shows have been fun, man. We're getting a little bit more loose, so our stage chemistry is getting better. Besides that, man, Arthur Gunn just walked into the tattoo shop. He's right over there. You know, we're gonna get tatted together. Should be a fun time.
यो ट्रिपमा चाहिँ मैले त्यही बुझेँ लाइक हुन्छ नि आई थिङ्क यु सुड नेभर फरगेट वेयर कम फ्रम हुन्छ नि त्यो एउटा चाहिँ लाइक नो म्याटर वी आर हुन्छ नि वेयर यु गेट इन लाइफ हुन्छ नि वी बिकम लाइक द रुट्स इज भेरी इम्पोर्टेन्ट हामी अब जुन ठाउँमा जन्मिनु पनि रिजन छ जस्तो लाग्यो हुन्छ नि हामी अर्को ठाउँमा जन्मिनु सक्थ्यो होइन अर्कै भाषा हुन्थ्यो यस्तै देखिन्थ्यो होला त्यही पनि होइन तर यही ठाउँमा जन्मियो यही भाषा यही हुनुपर्ने चाहिँ कारण हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ Like I worked at this sandwich delivery guy too, and delivery. It's just too fun down for me out there. It's like 3-4 deliveries at once. I got to choose my own way in a way, right? Like I could be engineer, you know, but like I chose to do music. But and doing music and playing music is not an easy way, and it's not an easy lifestyle, you know, because you have to get away from your family and stuff. Like at times, you know, you have to be on the road, you have to travel here and there, you know. Ups and downs there, like my sense. We have like freedom to think for ourselves, and then artists are more like architects. Okay, they see stuff and like they improvise and make something out of it, and then the story एउटा हुन्छ हैन स्टोरी पुरा मान्छेहरु हेरेर बुझेर हैन पछि एउटा लाइक सब अब्जर्भ भएर पछि त्यो आउँदै रहेछ के आफै हुन्छ नि For me, like I choose it. I think I choose it, you know. It's not an easy lifestyle, but I choose it.
This tour, we played almost like 2 hours every night, if not a little bit more sometimes, you know, like, but usually it's like a 40-minute set max. So it's like 8 songs max, you know? So like this shit was exhausting, man. Like when we were like sweating, like you want to come off and like party, but you're like, oh, I can't. Like I just want to like sit down and like drink some water, you know?
I'm gonna even venture to say that the Nepali audiences are very demanding, and that like puts a lot of pressure on us. You know, they want to hear certain songs, they want to hear them played a certain way. Being artists and being a band from a different culture, we kind of had to adjust to that. You know, the expectation that they have was something that startled me. I've been on like 1 week tour here, 1 week tour there, but not on a tour like this, so this is quite new for me. The hardest part was maybe 2 weeks into the tour. You're like, man, I have a long way to go. I've definitely felt, it's just like the range of emotions. Like I felt, you know, the highest of highs and sort of the lowest of lows, you know, like kind of just personally. Not really having to do with members of the band or members of the team, but just, you know, being away from home for this long. So learning to not get too high on the highs and not get too lows on the lows was something that I had to adjust to.
I think, you know, anything you do for this long is kind of draining though, you know, like, so you do kind of see the same people, like same 10 to 15 people every day, you know, so it's like, they kind of become your family, but then your family can drive you crazy sometimes, you know. No, but I don't feel drained. I feel accomplished. I feel like we did something.
Beathamon was cool. It was our first outside show. And yeah, no, it was a pretty big crowd there.
Beer Timon, like they were nuts. Like they were crazy, crazy.
That show was my favorite show, man. That show was actually crazy. People were like moshing to like country music. I was like, what the heck? Like this is nuts. And like
We love Buttergun! We love Buttergun!
I want to meet him. I want to meet him.
धेरै रमाइलो लाग्यो ड्रिम थियो एउटा होइन भेट्न सक्ने थियो जस्तो लाग्यो होइन नेपालमा पनि आउनुभयो भेट्यौँ धेरै खुसी लाग्यो फोटो खिच्न पायो हुन हामीलाई पुग्थ्यो केही चाहिँदैन
Azur, namaste. All right, man. We just played a crazy show in Bertamode. Bertamode? Yes? Bertamode. Bertamode. We just played a crazy show in Bertamode. The audience was really good. What's really cool about all these shows is that at the end, people come and they're like, oh my God. I don't feel like I'm a rock star, but I feel like I feel nice. I feel like I helped someone get through their day. You know, it's a good feeling.
I guess I've got no any words, but I love him so much. Ever since I saw him in American Idol, I've just, he just blew my mind. I love his voice. And from this moment onwards, I'm the biggest and biggest fan of him.
One of my favorite places was Daran, and some of the things that we had there. I thought the Sekwa pork was amazing, the tongba. People there were really nice. We had some great dalbat in Itahari.
Daran is like 2 hours away, right? Like Bertimo. Really good food. They have pork there. super good. And then Duran show was crazy because it was like this like club. It was so hot. Like I thought I was gonna faint, man. That shit was the hottest show, and like I was sweating. But then it's like it's good because like when you play, and it kind of like forces you to like focus, hyper focus, and like that one was like I feel like in the beginning was a little tough, and then like we played a song, and then the audience got won over, and then they started going crazy, man.
In terms of the venue, the place we played, and the setting, you looked out at this beautiful building and this beautiful square that they had constructed, and definitely the most unique place I've ever played.
What do I say? What do I say?
Jojo Lopa.
Jojo Lopa?
Yeah.
What is that? What is that? What is that? What is
That
that?
means like they're gonna love him. Man.
Oh! That's how I say Jojo Lopa!
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ever gonna play in a place quite like that again. It's always great to play outside too. I don't know, there's something about it that's really special about playing in the open air. It's something that I really, really enjoyed.
Dami!
Cheers, guys!
It was the last show we did on this tour, and like it towards the end, like it kind of hit me like how like, you know, like dang, we like really did this thing, you know, and like look back. But yeah, Salsa was cool. It was kind of bittersweet, you know, because like we were finishing off what felt like a long adventure, you know, and like, but it was also a fun show, you know, and like it was cool. Like some of the people that came also had come to the Club Platinum show, so it was like full circle.
I actually grew to really love some of the Nepali songs, even more than the English songs. To see how the audience reacted to those songs really made me enjoy playing them and listening to them more. Euphoric experience.
Nyanogar always hit. I feel like Nyanogar is like more famous than Have You Ever Seen the Rain?
It's called Malibu.
One guy will scream like, Have You Ever Seen the Rain? And then like 20 guys will scream Nyanogar.
I really like Pralaya. I think it has a beautiful melody. It's powerful, and it's a high energy song. I like that it has 3 sections. There's the verse. There's the chorus. After there's a solo section in which Sean, you know, goes crazy. It's kind of like a bridge pre-chorus, but it's different than the rest of the song. I think it opens up the entire song and provides the audience with something different to listen to.
Two things like blow my mind about Nepal, man. And like one is that we've kicked it with like people like the board of like things, and we've kicked it with like shopkeepers. Like you guys, everyone knows the history of Nepal, like from like everything culturally. Like, oh, where's this cup from? Well, this cup was used, you know, like it's like super like everyone knows so much about their culture, and like I feel like in the States it's not really like that. You know, like people are very like, I don't know, like, I just work here, you know. So it's like it makes me kind of want to like, you know, like kind of value my own culture and like kind of like hold that to the same esteem that Nepalis seem to do.
One of the most beautiful places I've ever been, especially even upon landing, seeing the Himalaya for the first time is something I always dreamed about. The diversity of the landscape here is something that I really appreciate.
Definitely the bungee jumping. Just like all the crazy kind of, you know, venues you're playing at, and kind of like going from the venue and leaving and all that, and with the bodyguard guys and stuff, you know, keeping us safe. I never really had that experience either. I was like, oh, this is different. Yeah, oh man, there's so many. Just like eating at the local food places.
It was nice to get around the country and experience these moments of chaos and these moments of great, great peace. Definitely these experiences of wonder are something that I don't experience every day in America, that's for sure. I don't really consider myself a very social person. I mean, I love being around people, but I'm kind of quiet. And I think at times so is Arthur. So it was kind of tough for me at first to kind of break out of our shells and break out of the professional relationship. But, you know, I'm sure there was a lot of pressure on him as well. So in the moments where we got to just like kind of hang around and be ourselves, you know, we had a good time together. But there's a lot of moments where we have to like, you know, we're down to business and trying to be very professional. So we kind of had a mix of both. I'm definitely glad I met Arthur, and he's a good guy, and definitely someone I'm gonna, you know, be in contact with as a professional and as a friend.
Happy birthday to you.
Arthur's just a friend who makes sick music, I think, to me, you know, and like it's fun to play with him on stage, and like we like some of the similar music, and like to me it's never been anything more than that, you know. And, like, but he's also Divesh Pokarel, the famous Nepali rock star. But to me, I don't think he's ever gonna be that. To me, he's always just gonna be my friend who makes dope shit, and like I'll always appreciate what he makes.
I want to do so many things, you know. I think there's like all these kinds of different roads, you know. Life is full of different roads. I don't think I'm still satisfied with, you know, all the things. It would be too soon to be satisfied with all the music I've made. I mean, it would feel boring to be, you know, just like the same way all the time too, right? Like you have to change. There is some more experimental things to do in music for me in the future.
Well, maybe love is just the four little ones that's written in your walls. Now I see the sky, everything is fading.
We're entertainers. Like, people pay money to see us, and people like go out of their way and spend their time, and they look forward to coming to see us. Like, it's their one day out of the week they don't have to go to work, or they don't have to do X, Y, and Z. And like, the fact that I can do that for someone here is such a blessing.
Musically or otherwise, I think I'm going to be trying to chase some of the experiences I had here. You know, I want to come back to Nepal. I want to bring my brother and some other parts of, you know, my family here to Nepal, and to keep in touch with people here. It's very far away. It's about as far away as you can get from the United States, but I want to make an effort to keep in touch with people here and to come back more than once.
Everyone should be really proud. I feel like musicians, like, we just play, but like everyone, like, there's such a big team that was a part of it, and like, and they were like, people were telling me like there's a lot of months of prep that went into this, because I know tours, like, you know, they take a lot of time and effort and like manpower, and like everyone like worked their butt off. It makes me feel like like kind of like art, like, I feel like this is how like you feel if you're like a player in like a sports team and then your team wins. Like, it's not just like us who, like, I feel like I won, you know, but it's like finished. But it's like this whole team like did this damn thing, and it was crazy, and it was really, really cool to watch. And like, I feel like a lot of friendships were made, and like I don't like want to take that for granted. And like I want to come back and like hang out like we've been doing. You know, I know it's like, you know, like things happen. Like, we were kind of forced to all work together, so we were spending a lot of time with each other, but it was like really great. And yeah, man, so like I feel like the team, like, we did it, you know, we accomplished it. Music was just one little facet of it.
Musicians and artist life is not an easy life, you know. Just like you just end up at different places at different times, you know, go places to places and stuff, like, and it can get hard, you know. There's ups and downs, you know. At days like you have great fans, at times like some crowd might not like you and stuff, you know, but that shouldn't be the reason, you know, to stop. At the end of the day, I think it's worth it, you know. I mean, as long as you love doing what you do, that's what matters. I think this is what I was asking for, you know. Now that's why I feel lucky about it. I have the people listening, you know, now, like, what do I do, right? Like, then that's what still motivates me now. Like, you know, I think that's why I still do what I do, you know, and I think I'm still gonna do it. Even if I have few listeners tomorrow, you know, I think I'm still gonna make records, you know. And now I think I know what I'm doing, you know.
I wanna know